So we are live. So very good morning to everyone, and I welcome you to the new e-lecture series called as Pharma Nexus, organized by Gokhale Education Society's Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Nashik. And I welcome you to the one-day webinar, or I'll say one-day national webinar on synergy in pharmacy, academia, industry, regulation, and innovation, which is organized by the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry under the aegis of the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, MSGCOPER, Nashik. So to tell you something about our Gokhale Education Society, the Gokhale Education Society was established on the 19th of February 1918 by Principal T.A. Kulkarni, who was a great social worker on the occasion of the third death anniversary of Namdal Gopal Krishna Gokhale, who was also a spiritual guru of Mahatma Gandhi. The society has completed 106 years of meaningful existence and today has more than 140 units spread over three zones of Mumbai, Nashik, Thane, Palghar, and is currently serving around 1.25 lakh students. Previously, Gokhale Education Society was led by late Principal S.B. Pandit, who was the president of the society, and a great visionary and eminent personality, late Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, who was the Secretary and Director General, who rendered invaluable service of 65 years in the field of education. At present, Dr. Mrs. D.P. Deshpande, Secretary, is playing a crucial role in the overall progression of the Gokhale Education Society. So to tell you something about the college, so the name of our college is Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, and the college has been founded in the year 2012. And presently, the college offers MPharm in pharmaceutics, Masters of Pharmacy in Pharmaceutical Quality Assurance program with an intake of 15 seats each. Additionally, we also have a B.Pharm or a Bachelor of Pharmacy program, which is permanently affiliated to the Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune, with an intake of 100 seats, and a Diploma in Pharmacy program or D.Pharm program affiliated to MSBTE, Mumbai, with an intake of 60 seats. Accredited by NAC for 5 years, our college is accredited by NAC for 5 years from the year 2023 to 2028. The college has state-of-the-art infrastructure and has a lush green surrounding, which provides favorable milieu for students to grow not only as a good pharmacist, but as world-class citizens. The college has an experienced and a qualified staff with academic excellence. So the college maintains a tradition of good academic results and organizes various activities, including conferences, seminars, student faculty development programs or FDPs, workshops, additionally some workshops for overall development of students and faculty to bridge the gap of academia and industry. So I again welcome you all to this wonderful, brilliant one-day webinar, and we'll be conducting 4 sessions throughout the webinar. The names of the speakers are shown on this are seen on the slides, and the first session will be by Dr. Atul Garkal. So I now request Bhandari ma'am to please introduce our first speaker for the day. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shonuk sir. Good morning, everyone. I, Dr. Deepali Bhandari, introduced today's first speaker of the E-Series, Synergy in Pharmacy, Academia, Industry, Regulation and Innovation of one-day national level webinar under the aegis of Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC, MSGCOPER. Today's first session will be conducted by Dr. Atul Garkal, sir. I will introduce about the sir. Sir is presently working as a research postdoctoral fellow at Johns Hopkins University. Today, Sir is addressing the audience on the topic from bench to bedside, translating pharmaceutical research into the clinical innovation. I welcome you, sir. I will introduce I will share his qualifications and the area of interest. I briefly introduced about the sir. Educational qualification. Sir is PhD in pharmaceutics from the Institute of Pharmacy, Nirma University, India. He has pursued M.Pharm from the Savitribai Phule Pune University, India, and B.Pharm from Swami Ramanand Tirtha, Marathwada University, India. Sir has number of areas of interest. Some are listed here: long-acting drug delivery systems, electrospun nanofibers, ocular drug delivery, exosome-based drug delivery, nanotechnology and nanomedicine, dendrimer-based depot systems, polymer science, in situ gel formulations, injectable implants, novel drug delivery systems, protein and antibody delivery, biomedical 3D printing. Sir is currently working as a research postdoctoral fellow since 2024 to present at Wilmer Eye Institute, John Hopkins University, USA. Sir was associated as a research associate since 2017 to 2019 at S. Zaveri Pharmachem Private Limited, Mumbai, and previously he was associated as senior process associate since 2016 to 2017 at Tata Consultancy Services TCS Pune. Sir has the contribution in the research and academia. Some are listed here as a publications and patent also. So the publications, 7 original research articles he has published till date, 11 review articles, 7 book chapters, and 1 published patent. The published patent on long-acting injectable biodegradable cylindrical implant of anti-VEGF agents. Sir has the number of research expertise. Some are listed here as the electrospinning technology, injectable implant development, exosome and protein therapeutics, lyophilization and stability studies, hot melt extrusion, solubility enhancement. Also on the instruments, sir is working on HPLC, SEM, FMM, ATR, FTIR, XRD, etc. Confocal microscopy, cell culture and animal studies, IVIS imaging and biomedical 3D printing. Sir is honored and got the awards as a Best Oral Presentation Award from the Society of Young Biomedical Scientists in 2021, as Best Oral Presentation Award, NIPCON IPS 2022, Excellence Award from DISO Research Presentation India 2020, Senior Research Fellowship, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Research and Training Institute, Junior Research Fellowship from Nirma University, and TCS Star Performer Award in 2017. I welcome you, sir, from the GSS, Sir Dr. MS Gosavi, College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Nasik. I welcome for the first session of the one-day national level webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for warm welcome. Thank you for inviting me and then giving the opportunity to show my insights. Madam, I have started my presentations. Is it visible?
Sir, yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Prashant sir, and then principal sir, organizing committee for inviting me for such a wonderful webinar. So this webinar is like a national level webinar on the synergy in the pharmacy, academia, industry, and regulation and innovation. So today I will be talking on the topic of from bench to bedside, translating pharmaceutical research into the clinical innovation. So before starting the actual topics, I would love to share my journey from India to USA. So as madam introduced my whole journey, so I would just like highlight, I would love to highlight these things. So I did Bachelor of Pharmacy from Dayanand College of Pharmacy, which is under the Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University. So basically I am from also Maharashtra. then I completed my Master of Pharmacy from Srinagar College of Pharmacy, Pune. Here I learned like several techniques like in vitro, in vivo correlation, then some microneedle technologies. Then I shifted to the Tata Consultancy Services from 2016 to 17. I did the some industrial work like the regulatory affair documentation. Uh, so and then I shifted to the formulation R&D at Zaveri Pharmachem Private Limited, Dombivli. So here I learned a lot of things like the how the actual molecules converted from the drug to the dosage form. So there are like techniques I learned from the how actual tablets, capsule, like and the solutions prepared. Uh, then I got the opportunity at Nirma University, Ahmedabad, under the guidance of Professor Tejal Mehta, madam. I completed my PhD, and then during my PhD, I got the junior research fellowship from the Nirma University and senior research fellowship from the Mahajoti. So from this, I got clear idea how to write the review publications as well as the research publication, and then from the at the PhD output, I we did the file the one patent application in Indian patent file. So from at the end of my PhD, I got the opportunity at Johns Hopkins University in the Parikh lab as a postdoctoral fellow. So I joined in 2024, and then it's changed like everything. So I moved here, and then here explore a lot of things like the electrospinning, actual drug delivery, actual communications with the doctors, and then what are the problems we can solve here. So I will be talking from bench to bedside, how the medicines will be transferred. So my suggestions like never give up, don't miss the opportunity. So I know there are like lot of obstacles coming into the daily life or the during the our educations, but never give up, and then every opportunity make it turn into the successful journey. So what does mean the bench to bedside? So if we see, it is the process of translating scientific discoveries made in laboratory setting, like that's the bench, into the practical, like everyday medicine treatment for the patient at the bedside. So this is not a single word, like it's not one step to second step. It's having the different steps, like from the basic research to the drug discovery, preclinical studies, clinical trials, FDA approval, and then patients. So it's take a long time, and then like waste of money. So but each and every piece of these bench to patients, like having each and every steps having the very crucial role. And if we see the our like pharmacist having the like holding as a pillar for the all these steps. So if we see one by one, like if there is like number of molecules, like thousands of molecules need to be screened, and among these just one molecules got like transferred into the actual to the patients, I can say only a small fraction of discoveries become a medicine. If we see one by one, like phase first is like the bench. If somebody asks me what is the bench side, like I will tell like whatever the academic research or like we do the basic research into the bench side will be translating into the industry, or like uh, after the translating into the industry, it will go to the patients. But it's like not a small span of journey. It's like take around 10 to 15 years. So what's the basic research we do? Like it start with the basic research, and it's take around 2 to 5 years, and it's having require the cost around 10 to 15 million. So in the basic research, the goal is like study disease mechanism, identify the molecule target, like for example, gene, protein, small molecules, and it's like 5,000 to 10,000 molecules or like compounds, identify via the cell culture, genomics, and bioinformatics. So I have shown the one example here. If we see, this is the disease mechanism for the age-related macular degeneration. If we see the reason for the age-related macular degeneration is like vascular endothelial growth factor, which is overexpressed into the eye, and then it causes the age-related macular degeneration. To stop these, so main causative agent like VEGF, like vascular endothelial growth factor, and this is the VEGF receptor. And if we see these two yellow is like vascular endothelial growth factor. If these bind to this receptor, then only it's triggered to the signal, and then leaky blood vessel occurs. If we stop this, it's not happen. So that's the mechanism. We can say like drugs like the aflibercept, like ranibizumab, bevacizumab, bind to this VEGF and then stop the binding of the VEGF to the VEGF receptor. The second thing, only basic drugs like the drug molecules not is like effectively uh, effectively act onto the body. So it's need like the drug discovery and like convert into the dosage form. So this takes like 3 to 6 years and then cost about the 50 to 200 million. Here goal is like identify and optimize the promising drug candidate. It's like 250 candidate via high through output screening, and we use the like SAR based studies. Coming to the second stage or like phase, translation, validating safety and efficacy. Here we use the preclinical study like the different models, like the animal models. So like the small animals like rodents, mice, rat, rabbit, and then sometimes it's like clinically translationable. So depending on the drug applications, we use the pig or the monkey models also, sometimes dog model, depending on the disease stage. So here we need to develop the model and then test these drugs onto these models like as a preclinical study. This stage takes around 1 to 2 years and cost around 20 to 100 million dollar. So goal of this study, like the preclinical study, is evaluate safety, pharmacokinetics, that means how drugs goes into the systemic circulation, then pharmacodynamics, how drugs act to the like body act to the this drug, and then what are the effects it shows. These stages are like before human testing, and then it's only the 10 to 15% of drugs goes to the phase first trial. So the next is like clinical trials. It's I think everyone knows these are clinical phases divided into the 3 phases. It's take 6 to 8 year, and then it's cost $100 to $1 million. In the phase 1, so safety and dose evaluations were done. So like what is the safe dose for the drug, and then what is the effective dose of these drugs we evaluate. So in this phase 1, so 20 to 100 volunteers are involved. These are healthy volunteers. In the next is like once phase first is clear, then phase second, it's if in the phase second, the efficacy and dose optimization were done, and then 100 to 300 patients were involved into this phase second. The next is like phase 3. It's a large scale safety and efficacy study. So in the phase 3, 1,000 to 300 patients will 3,000 patients will go involved. Once the clinical trial pass, so drugs goes to the FDA approved. So whatever the manufacturer like vendor apply for the FDA, and it takes 1 to 2 year, and total cost is 2 to 10 million. So again, it's not a simple stage, like it's from small molecule or like micromolecules we develop drug and then tested onto the patients. We have to work onto the stability, like if something found the effective, but it's need to be stable for a long time. So we have to do the stability study, then the uh, all impurity studies, and then submit to the FDA. FDA will revise these documents and then results, and based on this, FDA will give us the approval. So here the goal of FDA is to review the NDA for safety, efficacy, and manufacturing data. From this, we got the outcome like ensure the rigorous quality standards and it's before releasing the drug to the patients. Once the FDA approve the drug, it goes to the patients, and this stage is like post-marketing monitoring. It's continuous evaluations on we have to do. So the ultimate goal of this study is like deliver safe, accessible therapeutics that improve the health, and it's include the pharmacovigilance study, safety surveillance, and then continuous improvement into the therapeutic dose. So I'm summarizing this like uh, from bench, like basic research, we have to do the drug discovery, drug development, drug dosage from development, then preclinical study, uh, clinical trials like the phase first to phase 3, FDA approval, and then post-marketing surveillance. So as I discussed, like every drug, like a discovered drug molecule is not yet functional medicines. Like it's need to be fast, several stability as well as the several phases. For example, the molecules concept is the discovery. Is a reality like the raw chemical compound may effective, may bind to the target into the petri dish like the we do the in the basic research like cell study. It may show the effect onto the cells, but it's not necessary it will go to the stomach and not degrade, or like it may be cleared by the liver or like just pass through the urine. So we have to test all these studies, drug molecules. Actual medicines is like its therapeutic must be engineered into the stable, safe formulation. It's having the good pharmacokinetic, good target, like the it should be the targeted drug delivery, and it's what actually transforming biological concepts into the patients, and it shows the effect without any adverse effect. So that means around, if we screen the thousands of molecules, it's just like zero point 0.1 or like 0.01% of the success rate, and maybe like approve the just one medicine. And this whole process takes bench to bedside 10 to 15 year and around 2 to 3 billion of dollars. Like, and it involves like hundreds to thousands of scientists, clinicians, engineer, and the regulatory expert collaborators throughout the development. And only a small fraction of discoveries become medicine. So same thing like as I told, it's take 10 to 15 years average time, and it's just like 2 to 3 billion dollars, and then 0.0% of success rate. So why pharmaceutical research matter? The pharmaceutical research drives the discovery of new medicine, improves the treatment, and save the lives. Like with the pharmaceutical research, innovation, treatment, hope, and healthier tomorrow we can see. Without the pharmaceutical research, we see the struggling, like the suffering from the uh, different diseases, like shorter lives, higher cost. Then with the pharmaceutical research, we can save the lives, like new medicines and new vaccine prevent oblique treat the cure and the disease. If it's without the pharmaceutical research, we can see the like more disease and the suffering from the patients. Like no medicines means the untreated, uncontrolled disease and more death. Pharmaceutical research improves the quality of life. Like the better treatment means less pain, fewer complication, and longer health lives. But without pharmaceutical research, is like poor quality of life, more patient, like more pain, disability, and complications, which reduces the life expertise, expectancy, and then well-being. Pharmaceutical research drives innovation, like the research leads the breakthroughs in the therapeutics, then personalized medicines and the adverse drug delivery. In the without pharmaceutical research, it's like no innovations, no progress. Without research, there are no new treatment technology, so or solutions to emerging therapies. If we see some of molecules, by the times it's develop the resistance. So we need like continuous evaluations and continuous development of the new molecules. Then strengthening the economy with the pharmaceutical research, like create jobs, support the healthcare systems, and contribute to the healthier society. Without the pharmaceutical research, we see the higher cost and weaker society. More illness leads to higher healthcare cost, lost productivity, and economic burden. If we summarize this, like the pharmaceutical research is an investment in the healthcare, stronger the future for all. Without research today, there is no care for the tomorrow. So, as we know, like the basic research is like happen into the academia. Academia is the like the actual engine to start there. Like it's research start in the academia. It's the engine of discovery. It provides the foundational proof of concept, uncovers the disease mechanisms, and identify the target molecule. So actual research start from here. So and then it's converted into the innovations at the stage of industry. Like it's translate basic research into the viable products, like the provide the capacity, capable manufacturing manpower, then the facility for the academic research to translate from academia to industry. The role of FDA is like to govern the safety ethics and then watch what's the agencies like FDA authorized to use the rigorous clinical evidence or like monitor the development. So coming to the advanced drug delivery, so 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 there are like several therapeutics just developed, but it's required like repetitive dose. So like if we see this graph, it's like if we see this graph, we see the toxicity peak here and ineffective dose here. So we need like some therapeutic window maintained constant. So if we see the traditional drug delivery having the like this spike and then it's go again down to the ineffective dose. So novel developed drug like the sustained release formulations or the implants can maintain the dose frequency, less dose frequency, and maintain the drug level into the therapeutic window. So there are like several molecules developed into the market, already in the market, and some are under development. So for example, evaluations of drug discovery from 1950, we see first like 1952, like dissolvable control synapsule developed. And then by continuous development, so we see there are like some osmotic pumps, then diffusion control systems available in market. But still like in 2010, we see there are like tremendous nanomedicines come into the market. And then in the futures, it will be like more focus onto the biomolecules like the peptides, then very long acting molecules will be in the target in the market, as well as the gene therapies. These are the upcoming therapies we'll see into the future. So I have one case study here, like this is the port delivery system, like for the age-related macular degeneration. So this development takes like 15 to 16 years, and this is the one advanced drug delivery systems which minimize the drug frequency into the patient. So this implants is like just a size of rice grain, and it's implanted into the eye, and it's need to be refilled at every 6 months. But ultimately, it's reduce the dose frequency. So another example is like the glidal wafer. So if we see these small wafers, like here, it's implanted like into the brain tumor. It's having the carmustine drugs, which releases up to the 1 month, and it's a simple vapor we need to or like clinician put into the site of tumor. This is for the brain tumor. So I would love to show this video. So in the brain tumor, so if we remove the tumor cells, so still like some tumor cells will be there. So we have to implant these glidal wafer. So it releases the carmustine drug for the several weeks. And so it released the drug up to the 5 centimeter from the implant. So these type of innovations is like advanced innovations which is under the development or like FDA approved, and then some are like in the development. But there are like lot of opportunity to develop some kind of implants or the uh, novel formulations. If we see if like surgical patches having the same kind of drug release for the several months, it can be replaced with these kind of drug delivery system. Here at John Hopkins, we are mainly focusing on to the nanofiber based implants or the drug delivery systems. So nanofibers manufactured by the degradable as well as non-biodegradable polymer, and then we use the electric field to apply the polymer solutions and to generate the nanofiber. And we use the like several molecules, drug molecules, which loaded into the implant as well as into the nanofiber, and we do test into the animal models. So these nanofiber having the capacity sustain the drug release for the from the several days, week, or the like month, even year. So the future landscape for the pharmacy is like I mean, I can say like artificial intelligence. It's like machine learning for the drug screening, digital pathology. If digital pathology, if we see, um, if we put the slides onto the pathology chamber, and it's automatically scan and then give us the results. Like same like imaging analysis, for example, confocal microscopy. It's having the like very advanced technology. So uh, it's automatically detect the where is the cells, and then it scan the these cells. Then precision medicine, it's like new era, like for the depending on the patient's need, we can manufacture the like the drug dose and then formulation. Advanced therapeutics like the gene delivery or like whatever I shown, like port delivery system. Nanomedicine, like it helps to target the drug delivery. Then digital health monitoring. If we talk about the pharmaceutical solutions. It's not like just a drug delivery. It's maybe drug devices which help to diagnose or the treat the disease. Preparing for the future, like a build blueprint for the students, like the technical toolkit, and then the mindset is like, for example, technical toolkit is like the master data analysis or statistics. I would say like the learn the scientific writing, understand the AI tools like the programming, develop the critical thinking. For the mindset is like the read papers, and then improve English communication, improve the network, like the attend the conference, and most important, don't fear the failure. Uh, Key takeaway from these presentations is like great science alone doesn't enough. It's need like a drug delivery is just critical as drug discovery. Then second thing is like the collaboration across the academia, industry, and regulation is the one way to drive through the innovations. So as I know, at the time of my PhD, so we collaborated with the Intas Pharmaceutical, and then try to translate our innovations into the actual industry. Then regulatory science like is necessary bridge that ensure that therapeutics are actually safe for the human use. Then every pharmacist, whatever like at the bench or the bedside, can fundamentally impact the patient care. Uh, this is my team. So I'm working with the Dr. Kunal Parikh, and this is our hospital, like John Hopkins Hospital. I would like to thank you, the organizing committee, Principal Dr. Sunil P. Amrutkar, then coordinator, Dr. Prashant Pingle sir, coordinator, SP Sirke madam. Thank you so much. This is my QR code for LinkedIn. If you anybody want to contact me, you can use this code. And last, I can say never give up, never miss any opportunity to learn. Stay curious, ask questions, and collaborate with the other. Every challenge is chance to grow, and every experience bring you one step close to the success. Thank you. I'm open for the question.
Yes. Is there any question from the audience? Please ask. Ask your questions in the chat box. So I guess there is no any question. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I would like to thank Dr. Atul Garkal sir, the research postdoctoral fellow from the uh, GSS sir, Dr. MS Gosavi College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Nashik. Sir has said from the bench to besides how we are translating this research into the clinical innovations throughout the academia, how we are working in the industry, and what are the regulations while working in the industry, as well as what are the innovative ideas we are having. So I'm really thankful and truly grateful for you to have this one day national level webinar on the synergy in the pharmacy. So I'm really thankful to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So please accept this certificate as a token of appreciation from our college.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.